happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Now you guys can probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to see this one, as we got that ABC The View host Sunny Hostin not at all learning from her past mistakes, despite the amount of legal trouble that she's brought onto not only herself, but her news network as well. She is back at it again, skating on thin ice in this newest update. I'm excited to get into it, so we're not straight into it. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
Americans support cutting spending within the federal government. If it's wasteful, if it's fraudulent, if it's abusive. Those are important caveats. There were payment errors in the federal government over the last 20 years of up to $2.7 trillion in improper payments. That simply shouldn't have gone out.
But don't you have to,
So that's where I'm getting to. So generally the idea of we're going to go through an audit and we're going to cut waste, we're going to get rid of the fat, trim it, is something people support. My biggest gripe with the White House, and I would plead with them, is this. You need to be telling us what he's cutting and why. There is such a lack of transparency around this. And then when they're
a lack of transparency is what they want to talk about now. Guys, what do we have for the last 4 years? The door's been shut, slammed in our face every single time. We've demanded answers, and they cover it up. They sweep it underneath the rug with Joe Biden. We're getting the complete opposite. It's night and day what Elon Musk has been carrying out as far as federal government's transparency on their spending. Give it up.
He's cutting and why. There is such a lack of transparency around this. And then when there has been information shared, it's later turned out to be incorrect. So for example, there was this stat thrown out that sounded wrong to me when I heard it, that $50 million was spent on condoms for Gaza.
Yeah.
It wasn't true. It was about $8 million to Africa, and it had to do with AIDS and HIV relief efforts. It had nothing to do with the Gaza Strip, and it was a much smaller amount. And then yesterday, this bogus claim was making the rounds that Politico Pro, like the news outlet, the political news outlet, was receiving $8 million in funds from USAID, which has now been folded into the State Department. What they didn't realize is it was Politico Pro was being subscribed to by federal employees at USAID because they have these tools to look at legislation, to look at policy. So tell me what we're cutting. Make me know that it's not something I have to be worried about. It's not going to affect my life. It's stuff that's unnecessary within the federal government. And those questions have not been answered at this point.
And I agree with you in terms.
And I just don't agree with that whatsoever. Sunny Hostin's coming out saying, I wholeheartedly agree there is no transparency. Let's slam down and shame Donald Trump, his administration. But we've seen the exact opposite. And that's why you have to go out, do your own research. You know, she's out here, trying to boast or say that the USAID should have, stayed in place. But I seen that there was money being shoveled out and creating transgender rats and monkeys. Those types of studies just shouldn't be funded on the taxpayer's dollar. I'm just going to say it.
In the federal government, and those questions have not been answered at this point.
And I agree with you in terms of we should have an oversight committee to look at these things. And that was the clip that we played was the oversight committee. And, Republicans voted it down, this review of Elon Musk, 20-19.
Of course they shut it down. I mean, heck, we've had no oversight over federal government spending for God knows how long, especially within the Biden administration. Now that there's a guy who actually gives a care, about where our money's being shipped off to, you guys want to review the reviewer? Like, that doesn't make sense whatsoever.
Voted it down, this review of Elon Musk, 20-19. My problem is not the review, but who is in office, this unelected billionaire, and what the heck is he doing? Like, we have no transparency, not necessarily about the actions that are being made, but about who is making the decisions and why he's making those decisions. And I would caution everybody, please, again, read Project 2025, because Trump.
Oh my goodness. Here we go with Project 2025. But I just want to go back on that point. Sunny Hostin is throwing out there, who is actually in charge? Who is in office? That is a great question that she should have been asking Back last year when we had Joe Biden, God knows where, doing God knows what, on vacation, the majority of his presidency. Now they're asking who's in charge now that stuff's actually getting done. I wouldn't even be asking who's in charge at this point. We're seeing things starting to clean up, turn this ship around almost instantly. Don't ask who's in charge. They're getting it done. You can obviously see that.
And I would caution everybody, please, again, read Project 2025, because Trump claimed that he didn't read it, right? That he didn't read it. He doesn't know anything about it. 36 of the acts that he has done in these very, very long, almost 3 weeks, come from Project 2025. And the other thing that I want to note, the final thing is Russell Vought, who is the architect of Project 2025, is now up to be the Director of Management and Budget. He said, yes, somebody looks very shocked.
Well, so be it, guys. If that's the case, then this is what we're seeing being carried out right now. This mass cleanup of our nation is exactly what we voted for. These ladies keep trying to drive that point home to say that we should be so worried, fear-mongering everyone to being scared of what's going on. But this is simply what we voted for on November 5th. Give it up.
Be the Director of Management and Budget. He said, yes, somebody looks very shocked in the audience. That's the OMB office. When I was a federal prosecutor, that's a very important office. And the interesting thing about it is he says in Project 2025 that his goal is to slash federal funds and put civil servants in trauma. Sir, civil servants are serving their country. You do it not for the money, because you don't make any money. You do it to serve and help.
I want people to
talk about doing it not for the money, doing it to serve, guys. The same folks that they keep trying to come after and say that this is greed of these billionaires or the wealthy. That's the only reason why they're helping Donald Trump out. They're in his corner. Donald Trump didn't take any pension, any salary the first time around, his first term. And now he's not taking one this time. So it's not about the money. And I'm pretty sure Elon Musk, tech billionaire Elon Musk, is literally doing it for free as well. This is all civil service, serving the people, and they're not getting anything out of it. But these ladies want to tell you otherwise.
You don't make any money. You don't make any money. And help.
I want people to learn this word if they haven't heard it before. Kakistocracy, okay? With a K. Kakistocracy, not kakistocracy, kakistocracy. It is a government run by the worst, least qualified, or most unscrupulous citizens. And I feel it is exactly what we are living through right now. To your point, it's only been 2.5 weeks. God help us. We have to go through 4 years of this. Which
oh my, and there it is again. She's trying to fearmonger, scare her viewership into really believing that we're under siege. Democracy is ending as we know it. Give it up. This, what is it? Kakistocracy. I hope I'm saying that correctly. The terrible leadership. She's speaking about what we just got voted out. Last year, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris were the literal definition of inadequate, unfit.
It's only been 2.5 weeks. God help us. We have to go through 4 years of this, which is why we need to set up some guardrails by making sure that there is a Democratic House or Senate in 2 years, because it is the only way that there will be any guardrails against what Donald Trump and Elon Musk is doing. I'm very worried about the conflicts of interest with Elon Musk that nobody seems to care about. This is a man who himself, his companies have gotten billions of dollars. Look, Elon Musk invested almost $300 million that we know of on the Donald Trump campaign. Yesterday, Senator Klobuchar made a joke. She said, what's the difference between Donald Trump and Greenland? Greenland isn't for sale.
Yeah.
And so
oh my. And I'm going to stop it right there, because they're trying to go on that point like Donald Trump is doing this. He's only in it for the money, when we can clearly see that's not the case. When we talk about a president for sale, let's talk about Joe Biden, his son. The amount of corruption we've seen within it was corruption and incompetence all throughout his administration, between him, the Hunter Biden crimes that he committed on the board of Burisma, Kamala Harris's just lack thereof. You want to talk about issues with an administration, stop pointing the finger, placing the blame on one of the greatest administrations we've seen. They're getting things done that no one thought was even possible, achievable. And all of this really brings so much joy to my heart. The way that these ladies on the set of ABC's The View freaking out, these loonies on the left are saying that Donald Trump needs to be stopped, Elon Musk needs to be sent back. I mean, all of that just means one thing. It means that it's working. What we voted for back November 5th, guess what? Election day, we got exactly what we asked for. The entire country, our nation spoke up, and we're getting what we deserve. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. I also want to take this time to give a huge shout out and a thanks to all the folks that made it this far in the video, guys. Truly goes a long way, getting that message out there, pushing it to more and more folks each and every day. So definitely thank you guys. Also hit that 100K subscribers mark. Oh my goodness, it just doesn't feel real. Also want to thank you guys. So much love, so much support along the journey, guys. So much more to come. Definitely hop in the comment section though. Let me know your thoughts. Also make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, I'll catch you guys on the next one. We got it.